What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video. But today I'm talking about the top financial issues U.S. families are facing today. Because overcoming financial hardship is one of the problems and common themes in and of the American dream at this present moment. So many Americans are concerned with financial problems in their lives. I know this to be true because I listen to the Dave Ramsey podcast. I also follow certain people on social media. Heck, just my own social media and the people that I'm connected to, I see their problems. So I'm going to talk about some things that were brought up, 11 financial concerns that American families are facing in the U.S., and it was done in June of 2017, but it's still prevalent today. And it was done by a Gallup poll. And those top 11 things are healthcare costs, too much debt, no money to pay debts is number 2. Number 3, lack of money, low wages. Number 4, college expenses. 5, cost of owning / renting a home. Number 6, high cost of living, inflation. Number 7, retirement savings. Number 8, taxes. Number 9, unemployment, loss of job. 10, Social Security. 11, lack of savings. Hold on, I need some water. Okay, I'm back. So let's talk about these things. Too much debt, not enough money to pay off debts. So debt can be crippling. Your debt may be from student loans, credit cards, spending, and unpaid medical bills. That's why I always talk about lowering your debt to income ratio, getting out of debt. When you are in debt, you are a slave to the lender. When you are in debt, you cannot invest in your future. You cannot live a good life, because you're in too much debt. So my way of getting out of debt is first, understand what your problem is. Maybe you need to increase your income. But most importantly, you need to create a budget. And when you create your budget, you tell your money where to go. You start seeing where you're spending money, in places that you really don't need to. Maybe you need to stop going to Starbucks every day. Maybe you need to check those subscriptions that are automatically charging your credit card each month that you're no longer even paying attention to. That gym membership, all these streaming services. You will learn where and how to cut costs. So, second thing, lack of money, low wages. If you're not making enough money in your present job, you may have to get a second job. Some people have 2 and 3 jobs. When I also talk about investing into the stock market, you also need to invest in yourself. You may need to invest in learning a new skill so that you can get a higher paying job. So that's one thing you have to do when it comes to lack of money and low wages. Next thing, college expenses. Higher education costs in the U.S. have skyrocketed for the past usual inflation increases. To me right now, I look at college. College is it's a business because of the amount of money that people are paying. What I've learned from listening to Dave Ramsey, a lot of people go to out-of-state colleges. And when you go to out-of-state colleges, you pay more money for out-of-state tuition. There's nothing wrong with going to a community college, which is a small fraction of the price than going to an out-of-state university. What's the first 2 years of your college experience? You're taking general classes anyway, leading up to your major. So you can spend your first couple of years going to a community college. You can also work part-time, save your money. You can stay at home, saving money there. You can also start applying for scholarship. There are scholarship funds out there that can be applied for, and you can save that money. And then maybe your last 2 years, you have enough money saved, you have enough scholarships built up to where that could pay for your last 2 years of college at a major university in state. You do not have to go out of state, people, because just know that going out of state, you're going to pay more money. The next thing, cost of owning / renting a home. The housing market has skyrocketed. Rent has skyrocketed. If you compare prices, like say in Pennsylvania and California, for the same size home, you'd be in shock. So living expenses are eating up a chunk of a lot of people's money. Again, I've learned a lot in the last few years when I got out of debt. And what I believe is a good rule is your rent or your mortgage should be 25% of your take-home pay. So what happens to a lot of people when they purchase homes and even cars? On paper, it looks like you can afford that car or that home until you start making payments. And then you start factoring in other things like insurance, gas, trash when it comes to your home. You know, owning a home, you know, gas, trash, taxes, you know, things that break, you have to fix, so on and so forth, groceries. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of overhead that comes with owning a home. And now rent is also increasing. Again, 25% of your take-home pay is what I believe should be the amount that you spend for renting or owning a home. If you only make a little money, stay within your means. If you need to make more money, then figure out ways to make more money. There are a lot of side hustles out there that one can, you know, take part in to make extra cash. And then come up with a plan. That's why you budget. You budget to create a plan. Next, high cost of living / inflation. It seems like the cost of living is increasing every year. You know, I hear people complaining about the price of eggs, how they're going up. So if you have no money saved, and if you're not investing, your money is decreasing in value if you're leaving it in the bank. But inflation, you need to know, there's a natural part of the economy. But it's definitely understandable, an understandable financial concern. So the best thing and the best way to prepare for inflation is to invest. You have to invest your money, people. You have to invest your money, live below your means. And that's what you need to do. Next thing, retirement savings. Many adults are concerned with saving for retirement, and rightfully so. Social Security may not be guaranteed in the future. They're saying it's going to run out in 2037, so on and so forth. But putting money in your IRAs and your 401k may be the first cut you make to your budget if you're struggling. No, you need to put some money away. You need to invest. You need to get out of debt, and you need to create an emergency fund. An emergency fund is for emergencies because emergencies happen. Hospital visit, car breaks down, housing issues, so on and so forth. Create that emergency fund. That emergency fund will help you maintain a balanced life. You know, instead of you having to go into debt to pay for these things that come up, because it's going to happen. Trust me. Next thing, taxes. The best way to alleviate stress surrounding taxes is to find qualified professionals that you trust. If you expect your taxes will be complicated, don't hesitate to invest some money into a one-on-one session with a certified accountant. I have my own that look over my taxes, that go over things with me. You have to find a professional. You know, you trying to figure things out on your own can be very, very, very stressful. You know, and you don't want those problems. So go to a professional to help you with your taxes, to alleviate that problem. So, and also they can provide you with the proper guidance that's needed to help you organize your finances. Next, unemployment, loss of job. You know, life also, throws us, these curveballs, and these curveball happens when you lose a job, and it sucks. So here are a few tips. Right away, apply for unemployment, reorganize your monthly budget, prioritize your bills, and have things like an emergency fund in place. An emergency fund consists of your living expenses. Whatever your living expenses are for the month, your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, however much you pay for gas, insurances of all kinds. Whatever you pay for monthly, add all those up that should be in your budget, and times that by 3 to 6. Have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved that you never touch until that emergency comes, like the loss of a job. That loss of a job, you have that buffer of 3 to 6 months in place to cover all your living expenses until you find another job. So lack of savings. There's a lot of American families that lack savings. Like, what would happen if you need to prepare like your dishwasher, a $500 car repair? Most people can't do it. They can't afford it. Or you owe taxes. It sucks. So you have to learn how to budget, people. You have to learn how to budget. And when you budget, you also have a portion of that budget for savings. This is not your emergency fund. Your emergency fund is your emergency fund that you do not touch. Your savings is your savings. But you also have your investing. And the only way that you can do that comfortably is by getting out of debt and you having 100% control over your money. Why are you working so hard for an income that you have little to none of and no control over? Because it's going to someone else. Like Dave Ramsey says, when you are in debt, you are a slave to the lender. Wherever you owe money to, you are a slave to that individual or that corporation. So that's all I have. I have to get out of here. But again, these are 11 financial concerns that families in the U.S. are facing at this present time. So hopefully you got something out of this. And again, this isn't to scare anyone. And if you're not in this situation, great, stay out of it. If you are in this situation, listen to what I just said and start making corrective actions. The only way that this is going to change is when you decide to change. It's going to be you. It doesn't matter what political figure is in office in your country, in your state, in your county. It all starts and ends with you. So block out all the noise and focus on you. No one's going to help you but you. So yeah, so start working these plans, people. All right, you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Peace.